So a few days ago, we cleaned out this room as much as we could. We're gonna work around this stuff, but we're gonna finish taking off the wallpaper, glue backing, whatever it is, and we're gonna skim coat the walls today. Hopefully we'll get to primering today, maybe not. But the plan is to primer it and then paint it, but we're still undecided on the floors. I think we may end up sanding the floors and staining them. So if we do decide on that, then we will only primer and wait to paint until we're done with the floors. So we'll see how far we get. So my phone died, but we finished getting all the rest of the wallpaper glue off these walls. As you can see, this wall, I think it's like concrete, or some of it is anyway, and then it switches over to plaster. So the walls are kind of ugly right now, but we're gonna get the skim coat going and try to make it a little bit better. So that way when we paint it, you don't see all these imperfections. Did you run out yet?
Did I run out yet? No.
So we almost used the whole bucket. You don't start with so. What are you starting with then?
What's up, you two?
That's too much.
Is it too much?
It's way too much.
Yo, what's up, you two? What's up?
The puppies want to play. Okay, so we are almost done skim coating, as you can see.
As they can see, can they see?
As you can see. So it looks a little bit better. Floor is messy again. So we'll have to wait until this dries, and then we'll sand it to get all these little imperfections out. We might have to do a second coat. But if we do that, then we have to go pick up more. Because the bucket is almost empty. Probably doesn't look much different from yesterday, but today we went over with a second coat of the skim coat. It's a lot more smooth now, thanks to Robert. He pretty much did the whole room. But to be fair, we only have like one really good tool to use for this. Right there. He was using that. I was using the black one that looks like that. It's a little bit bigger. But I mean, it's hard to do to begin with. But Robert got it all done. We will do little spot checks once it dries, and then we'll sand, and then we'll see about putting some primer on it. How do you feel about doing the whole room?
Used to it.
Do you feel like I'm inadequate with housework?
No, babe. You're the best. You keep me going. That's fine. I had a bigger tool.
You did. I already explained that. I was like, to be fair. But we're getting there.
I think once this dries, like Sherry said, we'll do the little spots. and that should dry pretty quick. We'll probably throw a heater in there and then sand. So maybe in a couple days we'll have paint on.
Flat? No? If you want a glass. Flat.
Flat.
So this is dry side, this is wet side. So it is drying darker, but it is cold blue. Robert wanted a black, went with the dark blue instead.
He wouldn't let me get black.
I said go
no.
for it.
He said, can't do that, can't do honeycomb wall.
I said go for it.
He said no.
But we were debating whether or not, the type of sheen we were debating on when we first got this paint. Because in the kitchen, dining room, and bathroom, we went with a semi-gloss. Just for, you know, humidity and cleaning the walls and all that stuff. Here we went with flat, so it is different. It'll need a second coat, of course, but I don't know, maybe I might want kind of a gloss.
No.
No? You want flat?
Go hide the defects, that's what they say.
Pretty dark, guys.
I know what I'm doing. Kind of.
Kind of. We act like we know what we're doing. I think it'll look all right. I think it'll look fine. It'll look fine.
Make it till you make it.
Power of positive thinking. It'll look fine. I just took like 45 minutes taping, retaping the trim because I'm slow at everything. Robert painted this whole room. Look at him go. He's so good at everything. Got to get a hand brush, paint the corners and towards the bottom. We're not going to paint any closer to the top trim because I did the white paint on that yesterday, even though Robert got a spot here.
Nope, wasn't me.
But that's okay because it does need another coat anyway. And then whatever spots that I might be able to see on the ceiling, I'll have to do a second coat on, which is really hard to see on the ceiling. You have to wait until the sun comes through. You can actually kind of see it on the camera. So it's like shiny right here. And then this spot, even though I swear I painted that, is not as shiny. So that spot will need to be painted. It could be just a shadow with the fan though. So ceiling's hard to tell, but for the most part it's painted. That's the progress. Okay, so this color is definitely turning out better than I thought it would. This is just kind of whatever natural light that we have coming through the windows here, but look how good it is. Robert finished the top and taped off the top trim and then finished painting like the touch-ups. We'll need a smaller brush for that corner and just in general because we have the caulking in these corners to go over. The trim piece here is really decorative. Well, I mean, dang, you can see all the perfections in our wall here. This wall's like mixed with drywall and concrete. It's weird. So it is all kinds of uneven, but we'll make it look pretty. We'll get a smaller brush, get those little creases there all around. Over in that corner, they actually cut the top off of it. So it's just like a little block, but It's looking good. Actually looks like a study. I like it. Doesn't go too bad with the blue tiles, which we'll end up redoing eventually. Not redoing, but just, well, yes, redoing, but we're not gonna get rid of them. We're just gonna place them how they should be. It looks like they ran out and then kind of did this weird pattern, but there's a bunch up there too that are broken, so we'll get to that eventually. But that looks good. Turn on a light. I guess it doesn't make much of a difference, but I like it. It's looking good.
All right, we're back to cluttered in here, but this is where we're at with the room for now. The floors, we're gonna sand all at once throughout the house, so we haven't got to that yet. We'll put the trim back on after we sand. Got a little bit of detail work still left to do, but for now, we got a TV in here and a rug to cover up that big spot that's not stained. The rug's still getting flattened out, and now the dogs are able to enjoy the views of the other dogs in the neighborhood and bark at them all the time, so that's fun. But we got nice stained glass, little chip in it. Character. Right, Lola? Right, Lola? Come here, you. Oh, yeah. You too, Winston.
Like and subscribe for more amazing content, and comment down below what you liked most about this video.